Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. This is your place for all things automotive. The award-winning InWheelTime car talk show coming up. The Hot Wheels Tour coming to Houston. And we got the folks from Hot Wheels. Later, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. And I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Praise Jeff. Yep. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. Thank you very much. We are all looking forward to, Hot Wheels was invented in my generation. Way back when, right after they invented dirt.
Well, it started with Matchbox and then it evolved into Hot Wheels.
Well, okay. However you want to put it, that's fine.
Picky.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was a phenomenon back then. Of course, back then we also had little racer cars on tracks.
Slot cars.
Slot cars.
Yeah.
I had the bigger slot car that you go down to the corner store where they put a great big slot car track in it. We'd all get together as boys and enjoyed that.
Little HOs is what we had. They were fun.
And this kind of fit right into it. All sorts of different body styles, and that's really what it's all about when it comes to Hot Wheels. And I have a grandson that's 2 going on 2.5 years old.
2 going on 14.
Going on 14. And so I'm sure that he'll have some in the not too distant future.
Absolutely.
Let's check in with the Hot Wheels spokesperson here, and that would be Eric Ham. Eric, am I pronouncing your name right?
Hi, Eric Hahn, H-A-N.
H-A-N. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mars.
Well, I tried to text him, and he, anyway.
Eric, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Anyway, so sorry for that. That's a Mars duty that he has not been too good at lately. So we appreciate your patience.
The last 20 years is about right.
Pretty much right. So
thanks for having me today,
yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. I know that you're a busy guy. So where is the tour today? And how long is it going to take to get to Houston, and when is the Houston event?
Okay. So the Hot Wheels Legends Tour itself is the world's biggest touring car show, and it has become this, and it's been 8 years in the making. It started out in 2018. I believe we just had Kansas stop this weekend, and I believe Houston in Cypress is next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to be here?
Unfortunately, I won't be able to. I really wanted to. I have been judge in Houston before, and also I've lived in Dallas for a couple of years. So any chance I get, I'd love to be back. But this time I had to give my spot to another great designer to be a judge here.
Well, I will tell you that it's going to be hot, okay? So,
cool.
It's going to be hot like the cars. So explain to everybody what the Hot Wheels tour is like. Does everybody and anybody just show up with their car and present it to be a possible Hot Wheels car?
If you would like to attend and register for your chance to have your vehicle maybe become a winning car at the location and maybe turned into a 64th, you could go to hotwheelslegends.com for a formal registration. And once you do, you'll get email follow-ups. But that's for the registered attendees. But if you'd like to visit, the event is free. It's open for all ages. In addition to likely more than 100 awesome customized cars, we'll have an area for children with track sets and play sets so they could try them out, play alongside with the car show. We'll also have food carts and vendors. Some of the exclusive products to be sold at Legends only. We'll have a spot there, and also a display of all, pretty much all the heavy hitters and one of the top favorites of our current diecast lineup. You'll be able to see that on display there.
So will those cars that you ultimately have turned into current Hot Wheels, will any of those cars be there?
Yeah, maybe. I can't exactly say the winning cars, but we do have a roster of Legends cars that are 1-to-1 that will also be on display as well, like the Bone Shaker, Twin Mill, and a few other ones.
That is so cool. How did you get involved in this? Did it start when you were a kid?
Oh, of course. I think I heard you mentioning about like track sets when you were young.
Yeah.
I was similar. I was that kid in the toy aisle of Toys R Us, Target, Walmart,
Yes.
just throwing tantrum. And sometimes those orange tracks did become a form of discipline for me time to time.
Yes.
And then the funny thing is, when I started in Hot Wheels, I uh, I started in tracks and play sets. So motorized sets, booster sets, play sets, orange tracks. I did my rounds there, and I am on diecast vehicle team as a lead designer. Um, Prior to how I got started, is I am actually from Detroit. I graduated school there, studying design, and I interned, fortunately, during my school at Hot Wheels in El Segundo. And that's kind of how I figured, oh man, these are my people. I need to be here. So I kind of targeted my portfolio and my studies, and ultimately, it took a little bit. It wasn't easy, but I'm here doing my thing. It's great to be on the team with
You had
all the other
mentioned
elites.
you had mentioned at the event there's going to have an area for kids for a play area. Are you actually selling some orange track to these kids, or could they buy track sets and things while they're there?
Not at the Legends booth area. We have sponsored with Walmart, and they Walmart usually does really good job helping us out with pallets or moving a lot of the Hot Wheels tracks, diecast cars towards the front of the store, and more products in the store during the weekend. So if you have interest or wanted to check out some of the products, that would be the great time to check out Walmart.
So it's out there at Northwest on the Northwest Freeway. That's 290, and in Cypress, zip code 77429, and that's a pretty easy destination to get to for almost all of Houston because of our freeway system here. So not that big of a deal to go out there. It's the address is 26270 Northwest Freeway, and it's out.
That's a Walmart parking lot, right?
Yeah, it's a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Walmart usually allows us to block off a good chunk, and historically, Texas and Houston, the crowd has been amazing. We've usually had to block and maybe turn down some of the cars because we just have so many cars coming, and we expect the same for next week, maybe a little larger than we expect.
Now,
So
this is
it
a
should be great event.
one-day only event, correct?
Yes, only one day, Saturday, August 2nd. Official start of the show is at 8 a.m. It goes on till noon, 12 p.m.
So it's only a 4-hour show, so you're going to be right out there up against us on the air because we're 10 to noon. So 8 to noon, 4 hours, and I'm just guessing you probably have people lined up to get in.
Oh yeah, the builders and the fans, they bring their cars and they want to make sure they get in and get the spot. So every time I've visited different locations to judge, I usually show up an hour or two before the event actually starts. And I've seen lines go around the full block, and maybe sometimes almost a block and a half, like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it is an amazing sight.
No doubt. So,
it should
what
be
do
amazing.
you guys set up this thing on Friday evening or something?
Yes, we have a trailer, and on their way to location, we usually have it propped up the day before, make sure everything's working, finalizing, and then we enter cars starting at around 7 a.m. the day of.
So you said that you're setting up and everybody's lined up. Do folks trailer their cars in, or do they drive them in? What is the norm?
In my experience, from what I've seen, I'd say about 90% of the people attending will drive their cars. But there are a few cars that are, prized possessions, high value, or, something of in progress, or, it just needs to be trailered because it's not so, well drivable in long distance. So
Gotcha.
I do see a few cars that come on trailer, but they're all equal contendees. It doesn't matter if you show up on a trailer or, drive in. As long as it starts and you're able to drive it out, it qualifies as
There you go.
the car.
Perfect.
Mars?
Yeah, I was thinking about, remember a couple of years ago, then they came, the Texas Toot, I believe is what he was called, a little mini truck,
Yes.
monster truck. Yeah, he's from my hometown. He's where I live, and he's a couple of miles away, and it was really nice to see somebody local involved, and he was at the event, and we've talked to him a couple of times. So it's really
Yes, sir.
cool. This is a
This is a big deal.
It is, regardless of how old you are, whether you're
Well,
small.
let me just say this about that. You know, one of the first things that I was exposed to Hot Wheels with was the drag racing tour when Hot Wheels sponsored the Snake and the Mongoose.
Oh, that's right.
And the car carrier is all painted up in yellow and with the Hot Wheels logo on the side of it. I'm sure that you're familiar with that.
Of course, it's one of the more iconic duos in our drag lineup.
Yeah. And
I think that energy carries on.
yeah, it does. And it was such a great time. By the way, those two trucks were found, I don't know, in a field somewhere. And somebody said, you know what? I think we're going to restore these. So they restored the trucks. They look all brand new.
Yep, just like
they've
the
even
name.
put I think they put a couple of funny car dragsters on there with Don the Snake Prudhomme and Tom McEwen,
How
Yep.
the
cool.
Mongoose, and it was great memories for all of us. And I wish that they would bring that display for you guys. Somebody would say, you know, hey, we're going to bring the actual Hot Wheels drag cars out. I would have to come out there. I would have to.
You know, keep an open mind. We don't know what we might bring still, and we do have a lot of good, amazing stuff to come forward for the fans. So, yeah, keep the eyes open. I'll be sure to let you know personally. if
Yeah,
we
please
have
do.
something like that.
So let me ask you this. So is there a website that we can go and get all the information about the event?
Yeah, you could check out at Hot Wheels Legends hashtag on Instagram, or go to hotwheelslegends.com. It'll show you all the information that has to do with the event itself and the schedules. And also, we are going global as well on the website. If you're international viewer fans, you could also check out information regarding.
Is
global
it free to the public, or is there a cost to
Yeah,
get
he
in?
said it's free.
Okay, it's free. Okay.
I have a question. Are you in your office?
This is my home studio.
I was going to say, because you got lots of neat things sitting back there in the
Yeah,
background.
maybe. Hey,
A
maybe
lot of
next
neat
time we'll have to
toys.
take a tour of your studio.
Hey man, if you guys come through, if you're in LA, reach out. I'd love to give you guys. a
Where'd you
tour.
say you were, El Segundo?
Yeah, well, our headquarters is in El Segundo.
Gotcha. Well, man,
Yeah, hope to see you guys in the studio.
yeah. Or for all of our friends that listen, watch the show out here, be sure and go out to the big event. It's at the Walmart parking lot. And again, it's 26270 Northwest Freeway in Cypress. It's kind of close out there to Hooks Airport, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
And it's just a Saturday morning. It's not an all-day deal. So
Right.
you
8 to
still
noon,
got
and that's
time.
it.
Yeah, then you can get out of the heat of the day, the heavy heat in the afternoon. You're going to miss that.
Well,
Go into Walmart
I
and
just
buy
got-
Hot Wheels.
That's
There
it.
you go.
Yeah. Or use their restroom, you know. Tear up the toy department.
There you go.
You know, they got to have something to do over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Eric Hahn, it's great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us out there. This is probably a little bit too early for you on a Saturday morning.
Oh, it's all good. Happy to help. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you. And
It's a great event.
Yeah, look forward to seeing the cars out here in Houston. Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Cool stuff.
I get excited.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you know,
I sent
we're
that
all
to you.
little
I
boys.
sent that to you.
Yeah,
last-
you sent that to me, and so when I saw the date of when it was, I
It's
kind of
quick.
tried to rush them, and they worked real good, and they got a hold of Eric, and because at first they said, "Man,
Little
it's
too close."
it's
Yeah.
too close," and they came back and said, "Well, we got somebody that'll talk." So
we got a guy.
we got a guy.
We know a guy.
We got a guy.
So so it's a
Well, that's
great
good.
event.
I'm glad that you got a hold of him. I know that I saw an ad somewhere. I guess it was on Facebook
It
or
was,
something.
and that's the one I sent to Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I thought, wow, we got to have these guys on.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great to go out there.
So if you have an idea at home that you want on, get a hold of Mike. Mike at InWheelTime.com.
Or info at
There you
InWheelTime.com.
go.
Any of those things.
Any of those
Car
things. that Michael,
related,
car related, yeah. If a good basil soup recipe, Mike's got that too.
Ooh, tomato basil's good.
There you go.
Jeff handed me this story, and I think I know why, but I think it's time to put this. Hot dogs are a concession staple at any ball game, but not often are they used to pursue a world record. The Joliet Slammers,
Yeah, it's a
as
triple A.
part of a partnership with Pabst Light, will attempt an unconventional world record: the most hot dogs dropped in an hour from a helicopter. And I am not going to be in that helicopter. because you wouldn't be able to tell me
You'd be
apart
eating
from the
them.
hot dogs.
You'd be eating them up there.
Between innings of an
Wrappers.
upcoming game, the Slammers will drop 2,600 packaged hot dogs. This is kind of like the turkey drop.
Yeah.
How big are the packages?
I don't. Well, they're
Are these are these the sausage length? Are these the ballpark length?
no.
The
It's
footlongs?
it's a regular hot dog, and they showed it on a advertisement. They're smushed and squashed and things that flying around and
Whatever.
bouncing. Yeah.
I mean, is it a 5-pack, 6-pack?
No, it's just one dog, one hot dog wrapped in a bun.
This
One
is-
hot dog
it's
in a
in
bun.
a bun.
It's in a bun.
How do you keep the bun on the hot dog from?
You put the bun in the hot dog, you wrap it up in foil, and then you drop it in the hot dog.
So they're metal bombs are going to be dropped.
Pretty much, yeah. As God is not my witness, I swore that turkeys could fly. It says we've done a lot of wild promotions at the ballpark, but dropping 2,600 hot dogs from a helicopter for fans to eat to attempt a world record? ? That's a new one even for us. Slammers owner and EVP Night Train Veek said in the release, partnering with Pabst Light to celebrate the new beer in the most absurd, delicious way possible just felt right. Well, the only thing is that I don't know where this is. Where is it going to be?
I believe it's in Indiana.
Yeah, Joliet.
Joliet.
With Pabst, it should be in Milwaukee.
Well,
Dubbed the Wiener Drop,
Joliet Jake's up there.
the world record attempt is scheduled for July 22nd.
Which is last week.
At the Slammers.
We missed it.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were going to read it.
The Frontier League game also announced ticket and drink deals to accompany the Wiener Drop. I think we should start a movement, no pun intended, to get a Wiener Drop here in Houston, right out here at Constellation Field.
You're looking up in the air, the helicopter, and a wiener hits you in the face. That's just something to be terrible.
Ooh, what if you didn't look up and it hit you on top of the
Any
head?
lawn or infield reserve seat, $2.60 using the promotional code Wiener26. It was last weekend, damn it.
Yeah. And we missed
So if you got a wiener in a bun wrapped in aluminum foil, how
hey.
It was
fast
some
would that thing
package.
be
It might
going
have
by
been-
the time?
Well, the helicopter was hovering.
No.
Yeah.
It was not.
hovering over the ball field. They hit a picture of it.
Well, yeah, but that could be like 100 feet up.
Well, maybe, probably 100 feet. So it doesn't blow them around, but you have to actually pay to be on the field to get a hot dog. It was probably the promotion was part of that.
You know, Portillo's is announcing that they're bringing all of these Portillo's restaurants to Houston, right? Lots of them. Hello, promotion. A
went there
Portillo's
once.
hot dog promotion.
I did not have the hot dog when I went. I had the beefsteak sandwich.
How was it?
It was good. It was very good.
Did they dip it in the juice?
No, I had one that was just a regular plain. It was not with the au jus. It didn't have that. You could get one like that, but I didn't do that. So the hot dog's next. But I thought of Don, the turkey drop mainly.
course
I
you
thought of
did,
that.
yeah.
And so
the
we'll
Joliet Slammers.
The Joliet Slammers, the AAA ball.
Well, I wonder who won.
The hot dogs won.
$2 Pabst Lights, 2,600 hot dogs raining down. I love it.
Raining wieners. It's raining men, raining wieners,
What if
whatever.
you was you allowed to use a net to go around catching them?
I don't know. Your glove. It's a specially shaped glove.
A wiener glove.
A wiener glove. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. I'll bring you auto news headlines all coming up on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show, which is back in a flash.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
Yes, we do. Hey, welcome back to the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. You're invited to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. And we hope you check us out from our home base here in the Sugar Shack studios. If you miss us, you'll be able to hear the paint dry on your favorite podcast channel.
Nice.
Time now for the racing calendar. Jeff has that, sponsored by the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. IMSA is off this week. They'll be back next week, August 3rd at Road America. It'll be on Peacock. You've got Craftsman Truck Series. They are off this weekend. They'll be back on July 25th. Okay, then we go into the Xfinity Series. July 26th, Indianapolis, which is actually
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's Xfinity's today, so that would be the 26th is today, 27th tomorrow, Indianapolis. And do you know who the Grand Marshal is of the Indy race for NASCAR?
No.
Cookie Monster. Go figure.
What?
Cookie Monster is the Grand Marshal for the NASCAR race.
But why?
I don't know. I have to ask them. That's where it's going. Don't just throwing it out there. Anyways, NHRA, you've got this weekend, Denso NHRA Sonoma Nationals, Sonoma Raceway. And I alluded to it a little earlier, the driver that lost his finger, put a pin in his thumb. And there was also a lady that was hurt in that race, too. Part of the tire came off and went into the crowd, and she was hospitalized, 300 miles an hour, crashed it. Well, actually, the tire blew off, and then he crashed it into the walls twice. You got Indy. Indy is going on this weekend at WeatherTech Raceway at Laguna Seca, Monterey, California. I saw a little bit of the time trials yesterday. Oh, by the way, the Indy race was rained out, or the Indy practice was rained out yesterday. Belgian Grand Prix is going on for Formula One this July 27th. This was tomorrow. Cirque du Spa in Belgium. So
Cirque du Spa.
Cirque du Spa. That's what it says. It's a 44-lapper. And I think the prize is a giant waffle. So
What?
there you go, Belgian.
Belgian waffle.
Belgian
I got
waffle.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
I knew you were up to something.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
There you go.
Time now for This Week in Auto History. Mr. Mars, what have you gathered for us?
Several things I found were rather interesting. One of them was, in 1903, the first cross-country U.S. car trip was completed by Horatio Nelson Jackson.
Jackson Lilienthal.
That's what I was thinking too.
He kind of, they said it took a while to map it. So
That
this
sort of
guy
looks like him up
Yeah,
there.
but he went from the other way. He went from San Francisco to New York.
Where's his navigator?
And he did it in 63 days in a Winton touring car along with his
Winton.
mechanic.
Wonder if he had
Sue
skid
Crocker.
plates on that thing.
I don't know. I
Well, I
see
don't
any
know.
Camper top.
Said they had some breakdowns, poor roads, lack of maps in 1903. I don't understand that. Then in 1958, GM introduces air suspension as on the Cadillac Eldorado Brougham.
baby.
you
Look
had
at that.
that.
Oh,
This
my
is
God.
for you,
God,
Jeff.
yes.
Oh, my. You know.
So they brought this futuristic comfort.
An Eldo.
yeah.
They launched it with air suspension on the Eldorado Brougham. And what it did, it replaced the coil springs with airbags for a smoother ride. Now, that kind of goes into Cadillac. One of Cadillac's historic things about how well they ride and how well they can adjust the suspension on it. Then,
Well, tell me more.
tell you more. This innovation exemplified the 1950s era of luxurious technology
That's
laid in
enough.
American. Okay. 1965, Ford debuts the first production 428 cubic inch V8 engine. And initially launched in the full-size cars like the Galaxy. And it soon became a high-performance legend and got refined and ended up in the Shelby GT500 and the Cobra Jet Mustangs. And it was really part of the muscle car horsepower wars of the 1960s and helped Ford in some of their racing efforts along the way. Then, in 1969, Apollo 11 lunar rover design was completed. Now, this really isn't car-related specifically, but a lot of the things they developed that were developed by Boeing and GM, because this was on the moon, it was electric power. So it's a lot of the things that they did with the electric motors and the lightweight construction.
That thing is still there, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
It hasn't
So,
moved.
yeah, it does a lot better than the electric cars we have here. But a lot of the things that they did there kind of led to some of the things that you're going to find on your EVs today. Now, in 1997, the first production Toyota Prius was built. And again, this is another thing. It was the world's first mass-produced hybrid car. And it's really stuck around for a long time. It's really been popular. It sparked the modern hybrid movement, and which led to some of the electrified fleets. I don't know why I wrote that. I can't even say it. Anyway.
Did you read it before you?
In my mind, it read great. The energy and efficiency influenced nearly every automaker for decades.
Such a liar.
Then in 2011, the final Mercury vehicle rolls off the line. Now, this was a 2011 Grand Marquis.
I wish I had one of those.
It's a nice car.
72 years the brand was producing cars. It was introduced in 1939. Kind of set
Not that
between
car.
No, but the brand was introduced in 1939 to fill the gap between the Ford and Lincoln because they were trying to differentiate things. And it's where you found your Cougar, your Marauder, your Monterey. And but as things finally shifted and brand identity got blurred between the Fords, before they really got into the world of recalls, they kind of phased out the Mercury and to focus on its core.
Yeah,
so that they could,
how good a job did they do focusing on its core?
Simplify the recalls that they had to deal with.
That's it.
That was this week in automotive history.
Well, don't stop now. I'm just now getting into it.
Well,
we could make some more stuff.
The Moon Rover and Boeing, if that was done by Ford, it probably would have been
recalled.
They would have had to bring it back.
And I was just going to say, how would you get it back there?
They'd have to call Elon.
Send a tech up there. And mobile tech up there.
Mobile tech support.
Walking around
well,
the moon.
They've got it now,
Where am I at? What are we doing? Okay, I got.
Ready? You got something else?
No, I was looking to see.
Well,
if
I
you
got
did.
a couple of more stories.
There you
I
go.
need to do. Crane Automotive team owner.
Did you read that before you?
Yes, I did. I wanted to emphasize that because I don't want you to confuse this with Crane Automotive or Auto News because that's a separate company and they're not owned by the same people.
Gotcha.
Crane Automotive team owner Crane Kia in Bentonville, Arkansas, will pay $47,500 to settle a 2023 U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission lawsuit that alleged an employee was fired after reporting racial discrimination. This still goes on?
Yeah, terrible.
Galen Taylor started as a car salesman at Crane Kia of Bentonville in October 21 and returned to the dealership in June 2022 after working briefly at another Crane store. At a sales meeting on his first day back, a sales manager referred to Taylor's return, allegedly saying he wanted to address the monkey in the room, according to the lawsuit, and the commission filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Arkansas. Taylor was allegedly the only black employee in the meeting, according to the lawsuit. Sales manager had complained about getting the monkey off his back earlier in the meeting and claims to have meant to say elephant in the room, according to the lawsuit. Sales manager corrected himself, apologized during the meeting, and apologized directly to Taylor after the meeting, according to the lawsuit. After reporting the incident to the dealership's office, what is that?
What?
After reporting the incident to the dealership's office administrator and being referred to human resources, Taylor allegedly was told he needed to sign a statement saying he felt safe working at Crane Kia of Bentonville or moved to nearby Crane Hyundai in Bentonville. Taylor, who originally provided a statement about the incident to the group's human resources director in 22, allegedly was expected to come to work June 16th, 22. With his decision, Taylor said he didn't want to relocate and didn't sign a safety statement, and he allegedly was terminated, according to the lawsuit.
Wow.
What a bunch of morons.
I know, just a little nitpicking.
So, in addition to paying $47,500 to the former employee, the retailer, as part of a 2-year consent decree, will be required to post a notice in the workplace. Okay, morons?
I think on several different levels.
Yeah, many different levels. Okay, it's time for a break. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We'll wrap up today's show after this.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.
Well, that's all for this week's InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at InWheelTime.com. Hey, we're always looking for new, informative, and fun automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you've got an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info@InWheelTime.com. In addition to our live stream, we also have podcasts. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the InWheelTime Car Talk Show 24/7 on the InWheelTime app. When you're on the road this summer, grab a podcast from your favorite podcast provider, including the new SiriusXM podcast channel and the Odyssey radio app. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon, on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The InWheelTime video technical director is guess who? Not Woody Woodpecker. We need more Jeff Zekin. For booking agent, video editor, people finder, and do-all, Mike Out of This World Mars, and Chief Engineer David Ainsley, I'm Don Armstrong. A shout out to our new global fans that have joined our show from Sri Lanka. From all of us at the InWheelTime Car Talk Show, have a great week. We'll see you next week.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.